Well, you made it. Congratulations on getting through the entire tutorial. This is it, the final module, where we're going to recap everything you've just accomplished. Think of this as locking in all that knowledge on your journey to mastering safe and effective AI prompting. All right, let's dive in.
So let's frame this whole recap around that very question. I mean, you've seen a ton of examples, you've worked through some pretty complex challenges. The whole point now is to really crystallize, to lock in those critical principles for creating prompts that are, yes, powerful, but even more importantly, safe.
Remember where we started? It was all about mastering that foundation, right? The 5 core components of any great prompt. We talked about defining the AI's role, describing the task super clearly, giving it context, telling it what format you want, and, this was the big one, building in those safety parameters from the very beginning. And this right here, this is the non-negotiable bedrock of using AI responsibly. These are the golden rules. And as you saw, they aren't just for one department, are they? They apply everywhere. The big lesson was that protecting information isn't something you tack on at the end. It's step 1, always.
Okay, so now let's see how these big ideas actually work in the real world. We're going to do a quick rapid-fire review, department by department. First up, we're jumping back to the HR chapter. This is where you tackled that huge challenge of working with what is, some of the most sensitive data in the entire company, employee data.
And the absolute key takeaway here, it was all about being proactive. You learned how to think a few steps ahead, to build these frameworks and templates that get the job done without ever putting employee privacy on the line.
All right, next up, marketing. Here, the challenge kind of shifted, didn't it? It was all about protecting those competitive secrets. You learned how to tap into AI for some really amazing creative work, but without spilling the beans on your next big campaign or giving away sensitive customer info.
And this is where you perfected that really cool concept, strategic vagueness. It's kind of a balancing act, right? You learn to set up these creative guardrails that protect the brand and the strategy, but you still leave enough room for the AI to come up with some truly innovative ideas.
Okay, on to sales. For the sales team, the challenge was pretty clear. How do you use AI's power to personalize your outreach and get ready for meetings without compromising that super sensitive customer data or any confidential pricing?
And this really captures the key skill you walked away with, abstracting and generalizing. You learned that critical trick of turning a very specific customer scenario into a more generic one. That way, you protect both your customer relationships and your company's competitive edge.
Next up was customer support. Here the focus was all on those frontline interactions that, often involve private customer info, account details, technical problems, the whole 9 yards. And you had to do it all while keeping that customer trust intact.
And the big crucial takeaway here was a philosophical one, really. AI is a tool to support your human agents, not to replace them. You learned how to write prompts that actually enhance empathy and judgment, ultimately making your support team even better at what they do.
Then we got to the finance chapter. And whoa, this was one of the highest stakes challenges we looked at. Because here, any little slip-up, any data exposure, could lead to some really severe regulatory, legal, and financial trouble.
So here, you master the cardinal rule, the absolute #1 rule of finance prompting, complete and total data abstraction. You learn to use AI to build the models, to build the frameworks, but you keep every single real number securely inside your own systems. No exceptions.
Then there was IT, where the risk was completely unique. You learned how to navigate prompts that, if you weren't careful, could actually expose technical vulnerabilities. I mean, we're talking about things that could compromise the entire organization's security.
And the big mental shift you practiced here was this. Instead of asking about your specific problems, you learned to ask for concepts, to ask for architectural patterns and best practices. That way, the AI can be super helpful without ever needing to know a single thing about your actual infrastructure. It's a game changer.
Moving on to engineering. Here, the challenge was all about protecting the crown jewels, right? The intellectual property. You figured out how to use AI to spark innovation without giving away the secret sauce, those proprietary algorithms or unreleased product designs.
And the really crucial principle here was the focus on generalized problem solving. You learn to use AI to explore how to solve a problem, not to get the specific implementation. And that distinction is what protects your unique solutions and keeps that competitive edge sharp.
All right, next, we dove into the super high-stakes world of legal and compliance. And the challenge here was paramount.
How do you use AI without accidentally waiving attorney-client privilege? Because that's a mistake that could create just enormous liability.
And this highlights the bright line, the absolute boundary you learn to respect. Use AI to sharpen your thinking? Yes. To systematize your approach? Absolutely. But to conduct actual legal work on confidential matters? Never. That stuff has to stay strictly off-limits and protected.
And we wrapped up our departmental tour in R&D. Here, the challenge was all about accelerating discovery, but doing it without messing up future patents or compromising the integrity of research that hasn't been published yet.
And the key principle you mastered here was so insightful. It's about using AI to seek wisdom about how to do research, not to find shortcuts in the research. It's a tool that enhances your own thinking without ever replacing your own unique insights. That's a powerful idea.
Okay, so let's just step back for a second and look at what you did. 9 departments. 9. You've covered the unique challenges and the specific safety protocols for each one. That gives you this incredible, holistic view of how to use AI responsibly across a whole organization.
And this wasn't just theory, was it? You did this with hands-on practice. You worked through over 100 different example prompts. That means you've built a really powerful, practical skill set that you can literally start using today. So once again, a huge congratulations on this achievement. This tutorial from Virtualization Options LLC was designed to give you a really strong foundation in general AI prompting. But, every organization is different, right? Your team, your tools, your goals, they're all unique. So the logical next step is to take these principles and tailor them to your specific world. And that's really where customized training comes in, because it helps reduce those specific risks and hit your unique productivity goals. So if creating a program that's built just for your organization sounds interesting, feel free to reach out to Bob Slovic, the Chief Technologist at Virtualization Options LLC. His email is right there on the screen. Thanks so much for joining us on this journey.